Good morning, Facebook land. So we're gonna have a little fun with this today. We're gonna talk about the educated consumer. What does that mean? And is there such a thing as being overeducated? Yes, there is. So the categories of things that should be important to you when researching your next automobile should be A, yes, the car. B, which is what a lot of people fail at these days, is the place's reputation. So researching the dealership that you're purchasing from. The next one should be shortly thereafter. Actually, B and C are pretty much equal tied. And that is checking insurance costs. D is cost of ownership. Those are your four fundamentals these days on getting the best possible deal. Now, you can shop in your pajamas at home and do all the research you can until you're blue in the face. But is that the key? No, because then I see people getting frustrated with the abundance of information they have gathered for themselves and get even more confused than they were in the beginning. So what's important? Well, those things. Start out with researching the vehicle that you're looking at. Check out their track record. Check out what the costs of ownership are. Check out the insurance. You know, I can't tell you how many people come in here and, oh yeah, I'm ready to buy this car, blah, blah, and all of a sudden they're calling for insurance and they're like, yeah, I'm not going to get it. Well, how come? Oh, the insurance is way too much. Oh, so you didn't check insurance before you came in? Come on, guys. These are all things that are involved with purchasing a vehicle. And a lot of times the cost of ownership may bankrupt you. For instance, Acura switched over in 2014 to no longer requiring premium fuel on all of our vehicles. So when I first started here back in, I don't know, 05, 06 or whatever, all of our cars required premium fuel. And that was a pretty big impact. People that tried to cheap out, if you may, and put in regular fuel, quickly realized that they shouldn't have done that, because then all of a sudden you'd get a pinging noise, you'd come into service, and the car would be throwing out all sorts of codes. Guys, these are all computers. If a car says it requires something, it requires something. And if it says it requires premium fuel, it's going to require premium fuel. Believe me, there's no cheaping your way out of that. However, if a vehicle says it recommends premium fuel, odds are when the vehicle was tested by the manufacturer, they used premium fuel. And this is how they also calculate what your performance is on that vehicle. So, in order for a vehicle to produce peak amount of horsepower and torque by using the premium fuel, it has X horsepower. If you don't put in 93 or 91 octane, you may be a few horsepower shy of that. I don't think that's much of a big deal for people these days, figuring that you've got four-cylinder cars putting out the horsepower of V8s nearly 10 years ago. So that is key. So do that research. Now, insurance. You can also check with your insurance agent. When you've narrowed it down to a few different cars, check your insurance guys. When it comes to leasing, there is no additional requirement from you as a consumer to purchase extra insurance. For instance, on all Acura and Honda leases, gap insurance is included. Why? Because you're going into a partnership with Acura. So God forbid if the vehicle does become in a total car crash or gets stolen or something of that case, you will not be held accountable for whatever the difference is between what the insurance company wrote a check for and what the vehicle's value actually is. I see an abundance of people coming in and buying cars, putting no money down, and those are particularly the situations where you want to make sure that you do have gap insurance. If you're unaware of what gap insurance is, it covers the difference between what the value of the vehicle would be that the insurance determined and what your payoff is. So if you put no money down and you financed and or included into your lease your taxes, any additional accessories that you may have put on, these things don't really go into account when the insurance totals out a vehicle. So be smart. Check your insurance, check your cost of ownership. What does it cost you on a normal routine maintenance for service? Again, a positive with us is we are part of the #1 engine manufacturer in the world, Honda. Y'all probably got Hondas, don't even know about it. Lawnmower, Wave Runner, motorcycle. You big ballers got your jets. But we are the #1 producer of engines. So when it comes to engines, they've kind of mastered it out. And what Acura and Honda have is called a maintenance minder system. And this maintenance minder system monitors with over 50 sensors that are placed strategically throughout the entire vehicle on what service will be due next based on the way you drive and the conditions you drive in. So how you accelerate, how you brake, how you make your turns, hot, cold, sticky, humid out, all critical things to get proper servicing of your new vehicle. Now, some vehicles require more service than others. This is where you need to become the educated consumer and find out what it's going to cost you to drive that vehicle for a matter of 3 years. Why 3 years? Because the average consumer these days is keeping their car a lot shorter than they used to due to technologies that are coming out so frequently. So, the educated consumer, again, will A, research the vehicle, B, research the insurance that it's going to cost to drive that vehicle, C, what it's going to cost to own this vehicle. Leasing is also owning, guys, if you're confused by that. So if you have any additional questions, please feel free. I will be available till 9 o'clock tonight to answer any questions, comments, or concerns for you. But I'm always here. You guys know this. So Uncle Siebel is here to help. If there's anything I can help with, please hit me up. Y'all got every possible get in touch with me. And please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Link will be in the comments. Thanks and have a great Thursday.